and welcome to another multiplayer battle for Call of Warhammer, Beginning of the End Times, a modification from Medieval 2. Today we have a battle between the lizardmen and the Empire. Let's go straight through the army compositions. I have two of the Hellstorm rocket batteries, which are designed to bombard the lizards from afar. They're a very powerful artillery piece. I have, I think, two units of regular halberdiers. One's the Warlord of Sigmar, which gives a morale buff to the Empire armies, and one Altdorf's Company of Honor. And for the main infantry, I have a mixture of spearmen. I think I've got 3 units of spears, and then about 3 units of handgunners, and then 1 unit of Hawkland long rifle handgunners, master engineers, which are the long range handguns of the Empire. And also the engineers with the repeater handguns, which are shorter range but they fire more quickly. For the cavalry, I have a Reiksguard Knight, well, 2 Reiksguard Knights, 3, one's a bodyguard, so 3 in total. 1 unit of Knight's Wolf, and 1 unit of Knight's Panther. So we've got a lot of help from Mindenheim, because I think the Knight's Panther are assigned to Boris Todbringer, and the White Wolf are also from Mindenheim, if my lore is correct. If not, please feel free to leave a comment and correct me on that. Also, let's go through the Lizardman army. Now, he's got a very vast army. He has a huge long line of Saurus, I think about 4 or 5 units of Saurus. Now, he stretches all the way over on one side, so he's got at least 6 or 7 units of Saurus, which is his cheap units. And then he's got on this flank, he's got 2 units of the Croxigors, supported with 2 units of Cold One Knights. Now, these are not as good as the Dark Elf variants, because they're not multiple HP. I think the Dark Elf ones have 2 or 3 HP. The Lizard ones don't. He's hidden 2 units of Cold One Cavalry in the forest here. They come into the battle much later. And for his second line, he's got a lot of Temple Guard. He's got 1, 2, 3 units of Temple Guard. No, 4 units of Temple Guard. With a Stegodon on the right flank. My opponent today is Ben Bob. So let's start the battle. Now, oh yeah, he has a lot of units hidden as well. He has a huge long line of Chameleon Skink Archers, which I didn't see in the cover in the deployment zone because they were hidden. I forgot about those. But he has a vast Lizardman army, and I think his plan is to sort of sweep round the right flank and try to cause a chain rout. But as you can see, I'm just unleashing hell in true gladiator style on the lizards that are charging. I try to prioritise targeting the Saurus units, so they're not liking the fire that they're undertaking. Seeing he had a massive army of skinks, I tried to go for an early cavalry charge with the Knight's Panther and the Reiksguard Knights. So I've charged right through. That was almost a wedge formation. I don't know if I'll put them in wedge if the Reiksguard get wedge. I don't know if wedge is actually a beneficial formation in Medieval 2. I mean, it allows you to cut through the... look at that firepower. Sorry. That was just devastating. That Temple Guard unit down to lost about 40 men. And another charge coming up here with the Reiksguard Knights on the Saurus. Quite a nice charge, followed up by the White Wolf. But the White Wolf's charge actually got blocked there, so they didn't do as nice. And I think now I retreated my cavalry on the right wing. Still firing plenty of shots from these what are they called, Hellstorm rocket batteries, and now my handgunners are in range. So the firepower of the Empire is winning the battle for the moment. And another charge coming in here on the right wing, and kills about 20 30. Whoa! Look at that charge. That's just half the unit strength, and they're still taking handgun fire. See if they're going to take a volley in the face. But he's I've sort of carved right through his middle, but he's sort of spread out to the both wings, and he's sending in his Croxigors right now. I haven't really been able to shoot the Croxigors because the smaller lizards shielded them, so he's going to get off a really good charge here. But I've committed my halberdiers to sort of try and fend off the Croxigors on this end, and the cavalry coming in. I've also got my generals ready to receive or shadow in the charge of or shadow in the movement, sorry, of the Cold One cavalry. But the halberdiers engaged. He's firing archers in with his Saurus. Again, I get an arch charge off on the Croxigors, but it's not going to do much. I try to get in from behind, surrounded from all sides, but as you can see, the cavalry are not doing much to the Croxigors because they have a lot of HP. It'll take a lot more than just cavalry. Also, he's committed his cavalry. I've dropped the wall at Sigmar and committed the main regiments holding the banner into the fray. Also, my general's been engaged by the Cold One cavalry, but he's winning, which is good because I haven't seen lizardmen Cold One cavalry beat much one-on-one. I don't know if they need a buff or not, but compared to the other Cold Ones, they're quite lightweight, for lack of a better term. They don't seem to pack a punch or be able to receive charges as well. So I think maybe they need an extra HP, but I don't know if that would make them too powerful. Also, he's committed his Stegodons and his Temple Guard into the main lines, so you can get a good volley off. Yep, got a volley off with the Temple Guard there. He's sort of trying to wrap around the flank with the handgunners, and the Stegodons have moved in through the lines and try to charge out my handgunners, which I've tried to withdraw and form a second line of support. Here my Knights of the White Wolf are trying to charge in the back of the Croxigors, but they're not doing too well right now. There's a lot of air horns going off, so there's a lot of charges being committed, and the Croxigors have finally been committed, and they're sort of smashing up the fragile engineers. I should have really withdrawn them behind the spearmen, but I was just too busy trying to micro the cav that I sort of forgot to micro the handgunners as effectively. Also, he's got Stegodons in the rear. They're causing chaos, just knocking everything over. Not really getting a lot of kills, but they're still knocking everything like bowling pins here. It's not good for me, because I need every guy fighting against this lizardman swarm. He's finally killed most of my cavalry, and now has cavalry advantage. So he's swinging his cavalry out to the right wing, he's regrouping. My Knight's bodyguard are down at 26 men. He's got about 40 left in each unit, so now he should be able to win. He's charged my general. This could be the decisive blow for the Empire here. Against the Empire, sorry. Also, he's gauging the flank with more of his Saurus. He had a crap ton of Saurus this battle, and I couldn't really do much about it. I did kill the Lizardman General though, but I don't know if their morale issues is going to be much of a factor, because he's still got Croxigors and a lot of stuff here. He managed to kill my general, and I killed quite a few of his units. Also, he's charging the wall or a Sigmar, and I'm killing quite a fair number of his cavalry. But his Croxigors are finally just doing a number. They're racking up the kills. I think I've got 3 Knights of the White Wolf still in there, but I mean his cavalry has just been nullified. He's just slowly overwhelming me now. I think a lot of my units started to rout, even though because the War Altars taking a lot of damage. So yeah, it's not looking good for the Empire. He's also got charge into the rear of the handgunners here, killing all my men. He's surrounded me with cavalry, or the Cold One cavalry, the Velociraptors. He's finally done a charge through with the Croxigors. They've tanked quite a lot of damage. They've dropped about 4 models, but they're still going strong. And here come the Hammer and Anvils to seal the game. He's trying to take down my Spearmen. Spearmen won't win you any battles by themselves. They need support, like a lot of Empire units. But I think it was quite a close battle, so I decided to cast this one. He's still got a few arrows coming in from his skinks and firing it in the melee. But he's just had too much numbers for the Empire units, and he preserved his cavalry as well. So it shows you the value of preserving your cavalry. He charges into some stakes here, but I mean it doesn't really make a difference because he's sort of won the battle. He's finally mopped up the lines, and at this point I'm at defeat, and it's a good game. It was quite a close battle. Good game to Ben Bob. He fought well. Let's just see the results. I killed 1400. He killed 1600. I'll see how many kills my Hellstorm rocket battery's got. That's going to be one of my more interesting things. One of them, they only got surprising. I thought they would have got a lot more. You know, only 36 kills on one and 32 on the other. Not really pay for themselves, even though it was against lizardmen. But halberdiers, handgunners performed excellently. They all got 126 kills. Empire halberdiers got 128. You know, shows you the master engineers did worse than the handgunners. Maybe that's because they're more models and they had more sort of units. But again, my cavalry didn't do too well either, only getting 40, 60 kills apiece. But it was still a close battle. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you watched all the way through and enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. Thank you very much.